Yacht assault claims, £7millIion lawsuit and brutal rape payout, inside shocking life of dangerous Conor McGregor. Wife-to-be Dee Devlin is standing by him despite numerous claims. They call him the notorious, but fighter Conor McGregor might be better named the infamous, as his reputation is in tatters. The Flash MMA star, once the world's highest-paid athlete, has been discredited as a cocaine-snorting sex attacker after being found liable for brutally raping a woman in a Dublin hotel within days of being ordered to pay out £206,000 in damages to hairdresser Nikita Hand. Brands began to distance themselves from the shamed sportsman. First video game giant IO Interactive severed their connection with him, removing a character based on McGregor in the Hitman world of assassination. Then drinks brands linked to the fighter were withdrawn from shelves. Proximo Spirits, which paid McGregor an estimated £128 million for his proper No. 12 whiskey brand in 2021, has said it will no longer use his name or image on bottles. Tesco has taken stock off the shelves, and other firms like Spar, Londis, and Costcutter have also said they will no longer sell the whiskey. Its understood stores are also blocking the sale of McGregor's forged Irish Stout, first sold in his bar, the Black Forge, in Dublin. The ex-UFC champion is also mired in controversy amid a string of sexual assault allegations and questions over attacks on the homes of women who previously alleged he assaulted them. He is also weeks away from a £7 million lawsuit with ex-best mate and fellow MMA fighter Artem Lobov, who claims he cut him out of a deal when he sold his whiskey brand. Whether he can ever regain his reputation hinges on his appeal against last week's civil court decision, and whether the case will embolden any previous accuser to follow Miss Hand in making a private claim. McGregor has built a career on his tough man image, and his rise to fame is legendary. He first burst onto the scene in 2008 and became the first Ultimate Fighting Championship (UFC) sportsman to hold two belts in two weight classes, featherweight and lightweight. His fights have broken pay-per-view records, and, outside MMA, McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather in boxing in 2017, lasting until the 10th round in an event that 5.3 million fans paid to watch. Forever boastful, McGregor once claimed to be worth almost £1 billion, but his fortune is believed to be closer to around £158 million. The Data 4 lives a lavish lifestyle in a £2.5 million Dublin mansion with fiancée Dee Devlin, 37, and is far from humble about his riches, driving around in Lamborghinis, Bentleys and Rolls-Royces. He also had a watch collection worth around £1 million. He made his acting debut earlier this year in the movie Roadhouse, starring alongside Hollywood star Jake Gyllenhaal. At the time he claimed to be the highest-paid, first-time actor in history, beating The Rock Dwayne Johnson's £3.7 million record when he starred in The Scorpion King in 2002. McGregor's years of living the high life may well be over, as brands moved quickly to disassociate from him following calls from Rape Crisis to boycott booze brands and merchandise linked to the fighter. A civil jury last week ruled that he raped and battered Nikita Hand in a hotel penthouse in 2018. She gave harrowing evidence which described how she was choked and kept thinking I would die. McGregor admitted he took cocaine on the night and claimed the two had consensual sex. But Nikita, 35, was vindicated when a jury of 8 women and 2 men took just over 6 hours to find in her favor. The case followed a 6-year battle for Nikita after Ireland's Director of Public Prosecutions decided in 2020 not to bring criminal charges against McGregor due to a lack of evidence and no reasonable prospect of conviction. During the case, it emerged a gang of balaclava-clad men smashed their way into Nikita's home in June this year and stabbed her boyfriend while her daughter slept in the next room. To add to his headaches, the MMA champ is expected to be called to the High Court in January in a legal row with his former best pal Artem Lobov. The Russian claims he came up with the idea of Proper 12 whiskey and was promised a 5% stake for his help, but alleges he got nothing when McGregor flogged the brand. At this rate, the sportsman will spend more time in court than the octagon, the UFC's official ring. McGregor's most consistent brushes with the law have been over driving offenses. McGregor was branded dangerous by a well-known Italian DJ and TV star Francesco Facchinetti, who accused him of breaking his nose outside a hotel in Rome in 2021. He later said, "The world needs to know the fact he is dangerous." The presenter said he would be pressing charges, but it appears not to have been the case. It's unclear how the case was resolved.